Hello, everybody, and welcome one more time to the Sitrep podcast channel. I am your host, Ariskany Jim. Today, I am joined by my friend Chip, and it's been an interesting day, technology-wise. Our stream has crashed a couple times, so hopefully this is going to be a clean start, just to sort of start, a clean recording that we can have on our YouTube channel in the days and weeks going forward. You haven't missed much. I won't go through all the rigmarole again. But we were looking at Operation Barbarossa, the initial German invasion of the Soviet Union, which took place 80 years ago this week. We are zooming in on the northern Ukraine, where we see probably the biggest German tank force ever assembled in one place. That's going to be Panzergruppe I, commanded by a guy named Ewald von Kleist. He was the top German tank commander. No, it wasn't Rommel. He was the top German tank commander, at least in this part of the war, in this period. And as he is driving his 5 Panzer divisions, 5 motorized divisions, and I remember how many infantry divisions, into northern Ukraine, he runs into a bit of resistance in this Brody-Rovno corridor here, where I'm indicating with my cursor. And that leads him to what was at the time history's largest tank battle. So we can see here where all the units are. Again, 5 German tank divisions being counterattacked by 4 different directions by 5 Soviet tank corps. Each Soviet tank corps, or mechanized corps I should say, has at least 1 to 2 tank divisions in it. So yeah, until you get to Kursk in July of '43, this is the biggest tank battle in history. It might still be the second biggest tank battle in history. The Gulf War may have edged it out. Again, it depends on how you count it, and it depends on, whether or not you consider things like 73 Easting, Medina Ridge, and Norfolk all one big tank battle, which it kind of was. Long story short, take your first shot of the day. This was a hell of a tank melee. What was really working out well for the Germans, however, was that these Soviet counterattacks were very badly coordinated. As you can see, they're attacking him from at least 4 different directions here. There really should be another arrow. Sorry about that, guys. And now it's not going to show it for me. Alright, never mind. There should be another arrow here for 15th Mechanized. So we're talking about being attacked by 4 different directions here. Normally that would be the end of the Germans, because they're outnumbered at least 2 or 3 to 1 and being attacked from 4 directions at once. But again, these attacks were very badly coordinated. In particular, what we're doing today is 8th Mechanized, leading elements of 34th Tank Division and 12th Tank Division, spearheads thereof, attacking out of the southwest and hitting the flank of 16th Panzer. So we took a look at our game. This is our game board. Again, this shows the southern part of Dubno and the surrounding settlements. We have the big, infamous Soviet state farms that were in this part of Ukraine at this time period. We talked about the forces. We talked about the special rules. We went over German setup. We have Chip playing the Germans. And we went over the objectives. So the Soviets are coming in from this red area down here, these southwestern 13 hexes on the southwestern edge of the table. Their job is to get as much firepower as they can onto the northern half of the board. So we're just now finishing turn 1, where I've been pretty aggressive with my Soviets. Unfortunately, the Soviets have all kinds of problems in this part of the war. The Soviet army in 1941 was a train wreck. It was an absolute disaster. So we're talking about they didn't have nearly enough officers, radios, communications equipment, coordination. What this means in game terms is that I have to make an activation roll before I move any unit. That's 1 to 4 on a D6, and my morale is D, which is pretty much the worst you can have in the game. So once a unit of mine gets pinned down, dispersed, or disordered, whatever you want to call it, I have a very difficult time rallying those units. Because again, Soviet army had plenty of officers, they just weren't any good because Stalin killed all the good ones. They had plenty of, enlisted men. They just, that middle level, those all-important NCOs, staff NCOs, and junior officers, they just didn't have them. They had lieutenants, but they were brand new to the role. All their former lieutenants, captains, majors were now generals to take place of the guys that had been wiped out by the purges and by the war in Finland and by, the successive purges that followed the war in Finland. So yeah, long story short, the Soviet army is in rough shape. So now Chip is just finishing up his first turn, and he is going to finish up with what looks like a close assault on some of my T-26 tanks there in the southwestern part of the table. So I'm going to go ahead and get a close assault counter. Also, to our audience, thanks very much for sticking with us through all of our technical issues today. Hopefully, we will be able to edit this down later and get a clean recording for the rest of our audience. So, it looks like we've got some a close assault into the woods there. I've got some Soviet T-26s left over from the Spanish Civil War. Again, 1941, the Soviets didn't have the best stuff. Alright, so this is the close assault that you're going to go ahead and launch. Cool. The heavy machine guns are pinned down by my opportunity fire, so they're not going to get a chance to participate in the close assault. However, you still have a platoon of normal German rifles, and you have pioneers, German combat engineers, assault engineers. Some badass mamba-jambas, to say the least. Alright, so that is going to give us a total of 6 points, 3 plus 3, versus my 8 points, my 2 4s for defense, equals 1 to 2 odds. Subtract 2 from the die roll for close assault, add 1 to the die roll for my woods. So it's a total of 1 to 2 odds minus 1 net. However, that 1 to 2 odds goes up to 1 to 1 odds. It goes up by 1 whole odds column because of those combat engineers. So after all that talk, we are looking at 1 to 1 odds. Subtract 1 from the die roll.
1 to 1 minus 1.
Yep.
Need lube. 5 minus 1 is 4.
5 becomes a 4. Both of those Soviet tank platoons are dispersed. Or I should say half companies. Every counter in the game is roughly 5 tanks, so that's a platoon in a Western Army usually. 4 or 5 tanks is a platoon or a troop. In a Western Army, in the Soviet Army, it's usually half a company. 3 platoons of 3, and a company commander is usually 10 tanks. So they're both pinned down, and I think that concludes the turn.
Yep.
Awesome. So, only 1 Soviet unit destroyed so far. Unless you count my trucks. I did destroy a lot of my own trucks in overstacking. I'm trying to get my motorized rifle battalion up there as fast as I can. Again, I have to cross and put as big of a combat unit lodgement on that north of that dotted line. I hope you guys can see. Because Science Teacher in the chat says, did you see where Andrew wants the game on 7-11? Yes, we have talked about it, and we even know what scenario we're going to do roughly. So all is well. All right. Hope the stream remains steady. I will not be using my drawing tool because I'm hoping that's what's crashing it. Because if that's what's crashing it, I just won't use that tool anymore, and we should be okay. Everything seems to be zooming correctly. Yep. Sweet. All right. Cool. We're still stable. All right. Over to Soviets for their beginning of their turn. Call in new artillery. I do not want to call in any new artillery. Resolve old artillery. I have no old artillery. Go to direct fire. I have nothing in range. I passed on a couple of... these guys are not spotted yet, so I can't fire this infantry northward. I don't have a whole lot spotted. I passed on some opportunity fire because I want to move. And unlike the Germans, I do not get the split move and fire roll. Soviets have a huge army. They just have the world's worst special rules in this game. So all I'm going to do for my quote-unquote attack phase is try to make some rallies. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to try to rally those 2 half companies of BT-7s in the north. I need a 1 or a 2. Holy crap, they both rally. I'll take that. Okay, next, these are the important ones. These 2 platoons of T-34As. They do not rally. They remain pinned. Oh no! He's okay, okay, okay. These 2 platoons of T-26s. I'm going to keep calling them platoons. You guys know what I mean, half companies. 1 rallies, 1 does not. Alright. Now, unfortunately, this counts as their attack. So... And once they attack, they can't move. Everybody else here is already in good order. Alright, cool. I'm going to go straight to my movement phase. Okay. I'm going to try to move these two KV-1s. Again, I have to roll to activate them. The piece doesn't move just because I said it wants to move. I don't actually get to move my army. I'm the Russians in 1941. I have all the problems. I have so many problems. They both succeed, though. Nice roll.
Dice aren't your problem today, that's for sure.
Not so far. 1, technically 1/2. 2. I'm going to literally overrun your unit flag there. Alrighty. I'm now going to try to activate my BT-7 that is not pinned down. He does not activate. I don't get to move him. My armored car. Activate. Fails to activate. Alright, that sucks. My flamethrowing tank. Activate. Wonder Twin Powers. Activate. Oh my god. You were saying? How many 6s in a row now? Chip, thanks for that. I appreciate all that help.
Hey, I gotta get what I can. I'm outnumbered, man.
You are badly outnumbered. My 2 platoons of T-28s. They both activate. Okay. Now is when I have the activation problem. And Ben knows what I'm talking about. These guys can move. Do they? Because if they do, that leaves that OT-33 platoon back there. He is considered abandoned. Soviets have a special rule in 1941 games. They have to stay stacked. Their tanks have to stack at least 2 deep. I'm going to go ahead and say go for it. We're going to abandon our brothers there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to start shooting at some things that are now spotted and blow up some stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Alright. Now, this guy can technically save that tank if he activates and moves there. If he does, though, this guy blows up. So, 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. I'm going to try to activate that T-26 platoon. He does activate. He is going to move here so that that flame-throwing tank does not explode. This guy's already dispersed. He's already failed. He's overrun. He's going to get the crap blown out of him by these guys. I'm pretty much abandoning him. Now, it's the end of my movement phase, at least on this part of the map, which means he explodes even before you launch your second counterattack. If at the end of the movement phase, any Soviet tank unit, it's got to be a tank, not armored cars, any other kind of vehicle, any Soviet tank unit that is not stacked with another Soviet tank unit is considered lost. That seems kind of weird. It reflects the reality that the vast majority of German forces, the vast majority of Soviet tank units in that first absolutely apocalyptic 3 or 4 months of Barbarossa were lost through being abandoned. So they literally just walked away from the tank. They probably just surrendered to you. Soviet surrenders by the end of the first 3 months of the war would exceed 6 million. Okay, this guy is going to spend his entire movement to unload if I activate him. He fails to activate. So I tell him to unload, and right now my engineers are in the back of the tank trying to figure out how the trailer hitch works. So that's his turn. Welcome to the Soviet Army. I'm going to try to activate these these anti-aircraft guns. He does activate. 1, 2. Actually, I'm going to move him here. 1, 2, and unload. Yeah, if you're going to play the Soviets in 1941, bring along your sense of humor, because you're going to need it. A scout platoon, activate. Does. PTRD platoon, activate. Does. Take cover! Wagon. Now, that wagon is still loaded, so I'm activating the wagon. He does. These two wagons, let me just try to activate them for whatever reason. They both activate. Stop moving the map. Alright, now the important ones. So that means these are the ones I'm going to fail. Okay, these two rifle platoons in 2009. Activate. Sure enough, one of them failed. Alright, so one of them will stay behind. These two in 1909. One of them failed. He'll stay behind. These two in 1810. They both succeeded. 1, 2. I'm assuming I'm going to be taking some opportunity fire. Mortars can see them. These guys, it's whatever. The mortars are already revealed. These guys can see them. They're not revealed yet. These guys all definitely saw that. Up to you.
Let's say the AA gun.
Technically, your big guns also saw that. Way over there.
Yeah, I'm say with the AA gun.
Okay, the AA gun is an anti-aircraft weapon at less than 4 hexes. AA gun, soft target, 1 to 4 hexes gets normal attack. So he gets 4 points. Is anyone else going to go in there and help him? With opportunity fire?
How about the infantry squad next to him?
Okay, that gets you up to 7. That's 1 to 1. Add 1 to the die roll.
And a 2.
That is a 3. He is pinned down. Alright. Move in the guy that activated. This guy has to stay behind. He did not activate. He's going to move in there. He has to stay behind. He did not activate. Did not activate. Engineers. Please, please activate. Please activate. Yay, he activated. 1, 2. These two guys way down here in the south, they won't be able to reach now, but I do want to move them forward. Activate 1710. Yes. Activate 1811. No. Activate the wagon. Yes. The wagon is still loaded, so it still counts as only 1 point for stacking purposes. These trucks are fine where they are. I think that's it for my... Oh, I have more units coming on the table, hopefully. The guys that failed activation last time. These two BT-7s, they both failed again. They literally cannot find the battlefield. These 3 BT-7s, one of them failed, 2 of them succeeded. My last T-26 succeeded. My last rifle platoon failed. My mortar section succeeded. I mean, it's going to be turn 3, and a part of my army still hasn't found the freaking battlefield, including my commander. Comrade Commissar, the battle's this way. Just follow the noise. Oh, my other engineer platoon. He did make it. Okay, I want to not use the road. 1, 2, 3, 4. Peekaboo, we see each other.
Yep.
5, you lose sight of me in the gully. 6, 7, 8, you lose sight of me behind the woods. So I think I got away with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Damn, these things are fast. 12, 13. Okay, this guy has to... Oh. Did I just screw up or what? This T-26 literally cannot reach another tank platoon. He's going to blow up just from lack of fuel. Hello, Russians. 1... Well, I might, but I'm going to expose myself to opportunity fire. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you were looking at me from as early as 0703.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I don't reach another Soviet tank company, I'm going to blow up anyway. So this is again, the thing about the activation rule and the Soviet double stacking rule, it forces you to play like the Soviets. You know, you kind of have to play like you graduated military academy. You went to a military academy. It makes you play like you were on the farm literally yesterday, because that's what most of the RKKA was in June of 41.
You came in on the road, so you're only at 4 right now, right?
Yeah, but I only have a speed of 6, which means 1.5 movement points makes me eligible. And you've had me in your line of sight since 0713.
Yeah.
And I was moving through that collective farm there, so you could see me while I was in there, because I was moving.
Yeah.
So it's not like you lost line of sight and then regained it.
The anti-tank.
The Mark III.
Yeah, the Mark III will fire.
All right, so that's it's point blank range. 16 versus 4 is 4-to-1 odds.
3.
That's a kill. Damn it, it's not moving the damn table. Let me move him over here so I don't accidentally bring him back on as a... Oh my god, machine. It's going to be one of those days, computer-wise. Hold on, guys, I'll fix the map. He's destroyed, and he's destroyed. And this guy is up here. If I leave him on the bottom of the table, I'll assume he's another failed unit, and he'll make his ghost will try to re-enter the table later, and that's not fair. Okay, what else do I have? More crappy units. I gotta be careful now because your Mark 4 can actually see me now. 1, 2. By the time I spend 3, I think I'm safe. For people in the chat,
I have rage.
oh, the Mark IV, but I don't think you could see him.
Barely. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would. And you'd be just at range on the road.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, you couldn't see him until he cleared. Well, pretty much as soon as he entered this town, and then he gets hidden behind 1141.
And most I see him for 2 hexes, which is 1 move.
Yeah. So that was 1, 2, 3. I just need to calm down. 1, 2, 3. 2 units in the road so I don't get road movement rate. 4, 5, 6. He'll unload there. Since I can't use my drawing tool, I have to use this instead. Bear with me, guys. We are overcoming earlier technical issues. Alright. So, visible there. 1. Oh, crap. Never mind. He does not do that because your Mark IV will totally kill him. My commander, that is. Alright, I will just go here and unload.
Okay.
Comrade Commissar was going to be brave. Then he remembered he was in the Russian army and said, nope. Russian army, I'm going to make a lot of fun of you this turn, this game. Your day is coming. It's just not today. Stalingrad is a year and a half away from now. Same here. He's going to unload. And I think that's it for my movement. All these guys have either failed activation. I've moved all the guys that have made it. These guys all failed. Did you see everything's... Ben says you need a good imagination to come up with reasons for all these failed activations. Not really. The Russian army was just that bad. Like, literally, the radio didn't work, or they didn't have enough radios. Or the guy using the radio, the lieutenant, has been in the army, a platoon leader, has been in the army for 6 days. And before that, he was, in a factory or a farm somewhere. He got a good review from his boss, so they thought he was smart. They made him an officer. I mean, the Russian army in 41 was, like, kick-started. It was really, really bad. So I think I'm done except for my cat attack, which I will now go ahead and execute. I have a grand total of 8 points against your 12. That is 1 to 2. However, I have an engineer in there. It therefore becomes 1 to 1. Net, subtract 1 from the die roll. Subtract 2 from my cat attack, add 1 for your woods. So it's 1 to 1, add... No, 1 to 1, subtract 1. I kill on a 1 or a 2. A 4 becomes a 3. That stack is dispersed. And that concludes my turn. Everybody over here either moved or... Yeah, so there's no overruns over here. Cool, that will end Soviet turn 2. I mean, when your command and control system relies on you getting orders from the battalion commander who doesn't know how to use the radio to your company commander who doesn't know how to use the radio, and nobody else in the company has a radio, the other 10 tanks don't have radios, then you have to open up the hatch and use 2 red flags waving around that your guy is actually going to be able to see through all the dust and fire and smoke of a battlefield. Oh, by the way, that commander is also the loader of the gun. Oh, by the way, the commander is also the gunner of the gun. Sorry, he's not the loader. He has his own loader. But he's also the gunner of that tank. Yeah, there's just no way. It's a disaster. It's just bad training, bad officer corps, bad NCOs, or no NCOs, and bad ancillary equipment like radios. Okay, over to you. You had no fire missions last turn, so
Yep.
call in new fire missions if you want. If you do, don't tell me. Just write down the hex that you want the artillery mission to land on. Other than that, you can just go ahead and head straight into direct fire phase.
I'll just go to direct fire.
Okay, cool. Shoot away. Where do you want to start?
Well, do we rally the heavy machine gun team?
We can do that now or later. It's up to you. Just we have to remember that he can't fire if he rallies.
Okay.
He can't move or fire. That's literally his turn.
Oh, Rose was rallying. Okay. All right. Can I?
But you're right. That does take place in the fire phase.
All right. Can I take? Can I see that AA gun that just set up in the woods down here? The mortar.
Can you see him? No.
Because he unloaded.
He unloaded. While he was unloading, the truck was spending movement points. So in the opportunity fire phase, you could have blown up the truck.
Okay.
But the AA gun, yeah, the AA gun you won't be able to see until he fires.
Until he fires. Okay. All right then.
So the way it works, guys, is he was moving up here and he was loaded, and then he spent 1-2 movement points, and while you're moving, his guys could see me. Okay, but he'd only spent 2 movement points, which is actually technically 3.
Yeah.
Actually, you could have, because that would be 3 movement points: 2 for moving off-road and 1 for moving in woods, and 3 is a quarter of 12. You actually could have. You want to go back and take opportunity fire? I actually did.
I didn't think it was that. I didn't think it was open for that long down there. But we can.
Technically, it's 3 hexes. 2 for movement, and then that's the reason some of your guys couldn't get in the woods. It's 2 for movement and off-road hex for a truck, because that's a truck, right? Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's 1 because it's 1 additional one for movement in woods. Woods always cost 1 extra movement point.
But did he come straight up there? I mean, where were the 3? I don't remember.
Well, it's 3 just to move into that hex, so it doesn't matter where he was moving from.
Oh, okay. So
12,
3
12.
moving into the hex there it gives me the 25%.
It gives you 1/4 of his movement rate. You did see him, and he's eligible for opportunity fire while he's moving.
Okay.
I actually was a little careless about that. Yeah, and also I wasn't really paying attention to the rules. Yeah, 3 is a quarter of 12. You did see him for a split second.
Okay. So the Panzer IV, we'll take a shot.
Okay, Panzer IV is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is literally 10 to 1. Because again, H-class weapons on direct fire are always doubled. I believe at all ranges. Let me see.
Is it?
Pretty sure. H-class weapons, yep, double at all ranges versus soft targets. Truck is a soft target. That is 10 to 1. Add 1 to the die roll. It's a 9 or less to kill. You can't roll a 9 or less on or you can't roll above a 9 on a d6. He's toast. That's just me being careless. One way to avoid bad dice rolls: attack in such a way where you never need the dice. And now that was his opportunity fire.
Okay.
I forgot about that 3rd movement point to move into woods. I'm not cheating on purpose, I promise.
Okay. The 81 millimeter mortar.
Yep.
Shoot into the close assault hex in the woods.
All right. He cannot see it.
Because of the woods next to him?
Because the woods is immediately next to him, right?
Okay. Well, he will fire at the lead group of tanks, the T-28s.
All right, so that's going to be 2 points versus 2 points versus both of those. So that's 1 to 2 attacks. Oh, he's in a ford. Yes, you can see him. Normally on the Eastern Front, you can't see into gully hexes, but he's on a ford. So where the road and the stream or technically it's a gully, where the stream and the road intersect, the stream kind of flattens out a little bit, so he is visible there. So it's 2 1 to 2 attacks. Your 3 reduces to a 1.5, which rounds to 3, which rounds to 2, and you attack all targets in the hex. So that's going to be 3 times. Yep. 3 times. I'm sorry. 2 against 4 twice. So 2 1 to 2s.
2 1 to 2s. A 6.
No effect.
And a 1.
Oh, that is a dispersal. All right, next fire.
The 105s. I believe that's what they are, right?
Yep.
They are going to fire at the KV-1s.
Oh no.
Up in,
Where
I think,
are
04,
they? Okay.
406.
All right, let me make sure. I think I did this wrong last time. H versus armored targets, I think remains steady. Normal. Okay, it's half once you get past 2 hexes. So it becomes 7. 7 versus 12. Again, 1 to 2 attacks.
Okay. A 2.
It's dispersal.
And a 3.
That's another dispersal. Oh my god. That's okay. They're on your side of the board. They count as victory points. They just have to remain not dead. Which I don't like their chances. Okay.
I think that is all the direct fire I have. Yeah, nothing else is. I don't have ranges. I don't believe on anything else.
Alrighty. There's a few small ones. I doubt it, but this guy could take a poke at something if he wants.
Oh, he's got a range 8. I couldn't see him.
He has a he would give away his position. Right now he's concealed, and he's only an H weapon. I'm just saying there are a few.
Oh, he's an H weapon. That's right.
Yeah, there's a few technically legal ones, but yeah, unless you want to go straight to movement. Well, actually, we have to do rallies first. All right, so try to rally this heavy machine gun. He rallies on a 5 or less.
A 1.
All right, he rallies. Bruce, thanks very much for coming out. Yeah, we'll get together about that game on July 11th. Thanks very much for coming out and for putting up with our tech issues. I appreciate it. All right, this rifle platoon.
Now they rally. They rally now, even though it happened this turn.
It happened at the. Yeah, it happened during my turn.
Okay.
So they weren't pinned down by opportunity fire. So, yep. Now this will be their attack. They can't move or cat attack or anything like that. But yes, they can. They definitely rally now.
Okay. First one.
Yep.
Is a 5.
The truck.
4.
And the anti-tank gun.
5.
The German Panzer divisions rally quickly. Okay, that concludes the direct fire / attack phase. We go down to movement.
Okay.
Oh, Springtime has joined us. Welcome. Not doing Modern Warfare, I see. I would have thought you guys would be doing Ukraine again after the incident with HMS Defender. We're kind of on a Barbarossa kick, given the 80th anniversaries this week. Also, I just really like Panzer Leader, so I play Panzer Leader whenever I can. I make sure we don't play Panzer Leader, more than 1 week in a row. Yeah.
Let's see. The infantry in 06.
Yep.
I can't read that group. Yeah, they're going to move
You
one
can zoom in a
hex.
little bit if you want.
Okay. They're going to move into 05, 08.
Oh no. Oh, now that I'll take opportunity fire on. Flamethrower at point blank range.
Oh, he forgot he was under there.
20. Actually, that becomes 40. And 2. 42. I'm going to take on the Pioneers at 4 to 1. Add 1 to the die roll. I'm going to regret this. I should take on the heavy machine gun. 3 becomes a 4. Engineers are toast.
Crap.
And that's the first German unit actually destroyed. Holy crap.
Yeah, I forgot that flamethrower was under there.
I actually got to do something. Yay. Besides die. And that is their opportunity fire.
Okay. What to do with those guys? Let's move the 2 armored units in 0610.
Okay, got it. Oh, actually, no, I don't. Yes, I do.
Let's move them over to let's move them into the farm down there in 0511. Let's move the infantry in 07, 06.
Yep.
Can they attack out of the swamp?
Yep.
Move them into 08, 06.
0806.
I mean 06, 06.
Okay, no worries. Too far away, well, within range, but it's pointless. I do have 1 6 here that could maybe do something. 6 becomes 12. 1 to 1 odds. 3. He is dispersed. And that is his opportunity fire. Don't think I don't see what he's doing. He's using up all my opportunity fire to launch some overruns. Springtime asks, what do you guys think really happened on HMS Defender anyway? Honestly, I don't know enough about it yet to make an informed opinion. It came out on my news feed, but I haven't actually, to be honest, I haven't read about it a great deal. And let's see, did we hear about the Colombian president flying near the border getting shot at by the Venezuelan army? No, I did not. Now that I did not hear about at all. Between end of quarter at work, getting ready for this game, getting ready for next week's American War of Independence game, and that friggin' building collapse in Surfside. That one completely got by me.
All right, let's let me move my tanks down. Let's go for it.
Okay.
Let's move O302 down to 0304.
Yep.
05, Panzer II down to 0205. And move the other group down to 0105.
We have to get one hex closer if you want to do an overrun. The hell?
Have to go where?
One hex closer if you want to do an overrun.
For all of them, you mean to do an overrun? I've never done an overrun attack. So.
Oh yeah, you have to get adjacent to the enemy hex. You have to get adjacent to the enemy with 2 movement points left, which you're definitely close enough to do that. And then if I were you, I would focus more on places like 0405 to stay out of range of as much of the BT-7 opportunity fire as possible. So yeah, that way you could overrun 0406 or 0505.
So move the 3 into 0405. Oh no, well no, the other.
Okay.
Yeah, might as well move them down into 0405.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, you're here when the overrun takes place. No opportunity fire because they're all pinned. Opportunity fire, so he already took opportunity fire. These guys are 2 hexes away. They get their normal attack. These guys are 3 hexes away. They are reduced. These guys are out of range. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's infantry guns anyway, and these guys have already fired. So you're looking at a grand total of 5, 5, and then these 2 5s become 1 5. Total of 15. 2 to 1. I'm going for a Panzer III Mark G on 2 to 1. That is a dispersal. I just missed them. And that is all this opportunity fire and all of that opportunity fire. Okay, and then where did you want to put your Mark III Deltas and your Mark IIs?
We can put them in 0504 and put the 2s in 0304. I don't want anybody getting easy to run up the road too much. Now I get on
0304 like that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, like I said, I can't take opportunity fire again, so that's it. All right. Overruns take place during the... thanks very much for coming out, Sitrep Podcast. I'll be right with you. Okay, so 5, 8. The other 8 doesn't get to because he's dispersed. 6 and 6. That is 25. Are you overrunning... Which hex are you overrunning? Or actually, are you overrunning 2 hexes? You let me know what your...
Yeah, let's try it. What the heck? We got to stop something.
Okay, so the Mark IIIs are going to overrun south, and then these guys are going to overrun south?
Hang on, so just
combine into one. Hold on, let me get an overrun marker so I can keep track of what's going on here. You have several choices here.
Okay. I want to see if my other armor group can get down that way.
Oh, okay, cool. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Again, you're not allowed to use the road movement rate while doing an overrun. So, because you can't overrun in a column, you have to spread out and line abreast. Okay, so now oh my God, now we got oh no. Sitrep Podcast was asking who is winning. I think he's winning now for sure. Oh boy. So he has no choice. He has to overrun that hex. This guy has to overrun that hex. These 2 can choose between these 2 hexes.
Let's try and see if we can do something to KV-1 since they're already dispersed.
Okay. So we will set up that, and we are declaring that as our overruns. Okay, cool. So let's do the KV-1 one first. That is 13, 5, and 8 against 24. 1 to 2 becomes 1 to 1. Subtract not 1, not 2, but 3 from the die roll because I am dispersed. So 1 to 1, subtract 3 from the die roll.
Jeez, 6.
Becomes a 3 on 1 to 1. I think you got him.
It should that would be a second dispersal, right?
It would be a double dispersal on 1 to 1. That's, yeah, even a 6 does kill him. Oh man, you blew up my KVs. I'm gonna cry. That wasn't very nice. I feel triggered. Hashtag KV Lives Matter. Okay. This other one is definitely in trouble. 6 and 6 is 12 plus 16. Oh god, what is that? 28. Versus 8 is 3 to 1 becomes 4 to 1. Subtract 2 from the die roll. You don't even need a dice because you're subtracting 2 from the die roll. So at 4 to 1, a 6 will kill. That wasn't very neighborly at all. Alright, yeah, hello Russian army. There you go, Sitrep podcast. That's the kill ratio so far. Because Soviet Army in 1941. Technically by points, I think I am scoring a minor victory, but that's not going to last. Because it's how many of my units are on his side of the table, north of that white dotted line. Okay, let's continue our movement phase. That cat attack, I'm assuming, will take place at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
So, anybody moving over here?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. Now, can the recon element and the 2 Panzer IIs, can they drop down and try? Can you overrun into town? I don't know.
You cannot overrun into a town. You can overrun on these train tracks. But you can close assault into a town. You cannot armor overrun into a town.
I think I have the firepower to really take them out, though.
And overrunning undispersed infantry does open up the possibility of an opportunity cat attack.
Yeah.
And you would be going point blank next to a Soviet anti-tank battery. So,
Ooh.
not recommended.
Okay.
Oh, he's still loaded. Never mind. That anti-tank gun is still limbered, so he would not get the fire. Because he's underneath his carrier unit. Let me clarify that hex a little bit. Sitrep podcast, that we had a bit of a problem keeping the stream stable earlier today. So I'm going to delete all the other streams that took place. And what's going to happen is I'm going to grab the stream that we're running now, knock on wood, it remains stable, and I'm going to edit out like the first 20 minutes of it. We did kind of stop and do a clean start, so we will have a clean recording for the channel later on this afternoon. OBS kept crashing on me. I wasn't sure what the hell was going on with
that. Let's move the Panzer IIs down to 2109. Straight down.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Alright, no worries.
Okay. Move the anti-tank gun and the infantry into the village.
The anti-tank gun and infantry rally. They cannot move.
Oh, they can't move. That's true. And move the armored cars, the recon element, into the village.
All right.
And move the truck in 1805 to 1806.
Roadblock.
Yeah, and move the truck in. Yeah, move that one down to 1906. See if we can just plug things up. And move the truck in 2206 to 2007.
Park the truck sideways and don't leave anything in the glove box. Just go. Okay, what was your other one?
The one in 2206.
Okay.
And move him into 2007. And let me see what I got up top there. What I got? Move the anti-tank gun in 0802 down to 0604. I think he's still
0802 to 0604.
Yeah.
1, 2, and he unloads. I'm assuming.
Yeah. And the one that's still loaded in 13.
This one here?
Yeah, that one.
Your other Pack 36.
That's one of the Pack 36, yeah. What do I want to do with him? Move him back to 1604 and unload. Or no, 1304 and unload, excuse me. I think that's it. I don't think I have any other movement.
We have one close assault. I'm assuming it's still happening. You don't have to, but all right, cool.
Why not?
7 versus 8 is 1 to 2 odds. Subtract 2 from the die roll.
Damn. 6.
Damn, that's like the 10th 6 in a row, man. It seems that way. 6 versus 6 becomes 4 on 1 to 2 odds. That is no effect.
It's gonna hurt.
All right, so that concludes turn 2. Soviet, turn 3. Save the file. Check the health of Mr. Stream. Come on, Stream. Stay. Walkabout Games. Hello. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing? You're dropping by at my lunch break. No worries, Walkabout Games. You missed all the technical issues. And now you're going to get to see me actually kill some German units. Because I just got the crap overrun against me over here. Look at this. Look at this burning Soviet junkyard, man. Those were KV-1s. Come on, man. That ain't, you know that ain't right. Those are my best, still kind of my best tanks. Alright, so Soviet direct fire phase. Opportunity fire, can't do squat. Opportunity fire, so I can't attack again this turn. Alright, so nothing. I have 2 points of machine gun fire I can put into that hex. If I want to. Man, this is terrible. My Soviets stink, man. What's going on over here? Alright, settle down. Settle down, Mr. Jim. Alright, Soviet direct fire phase. It's taking me 3 turns to get this dumbass, set up and ready to go here. But he now's got line of fire.
He never unloaded, did he? He remember last turn he couldn't activate.
Oh, that's right, he couldn't activate. Son of a bitch. Oh man, I forgot about that. I hate my life. Alright, my mortars did, however, so time for the mortars to hopefully shut down your mortars. 6 to 3 is 1 to 2 odds. Sorry, 2 to 1 odds. Main range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, barely. 2 to 1 odds, add 1 to the die roll. Crap. I forgot that gun had unloaded. Show Mr. Dice Tray here. 4 becomes a 5 on 2 to 1 odds. He is dispersed. So enough of that. Alright, my fireplace is going to be a lot less than I thought then. Points. Maybe I can pin down that heavy machine gun team. 2 points into 4 points is 1 to 2. Add 1 to the die roll. Come on, give me a good roll. 2. He is dispersed. And that is all this fire complete. While I'm over on this side of the table, I'm going to try to rally those 2 T-34 platoons. They both fail. Alright, heading over this way. I don't really have any direct fire. I will try to rally that rifle platoon in 1808. He does rally. Keep an eye on me. He does not get to participate in the upcoming cat attack.
Okay.
Because he spent his time rallying, even though he's in that hex. Okay. As horrible as that is, I'm going to go to movement. Gee whiz, man. My Russians are terrible. Alright. At least my tanks are. Hopefully my infantry do better. Alright, heading over to movement phase. Please. Please. Okay, now that gun is friggin' unlimbered. Oh my god. Alright. Try to activate that PTRD section. Anti-tank rifles. Fails. Activate the scouts. Succeeds. Activate this rifle platoon. Succeeds. Activate this rifle platoon. Succeeds. 1, 2. Activate this engineer platoon. Fails. Activate this rifle platoon. Succeeds. Alright, keep an eye on him for just a second. Activate that wagon. Come on, do it. Succeeds. Wagon unloads and uses the rest of his movement to back up. Actually, he'll stay in the village. And now this guy who activated moves in 1 hex. 1, 2. I have to try to activate that truck. If that truck fails to activate, he's destroyed. He does activate. Alright, I think that's it for my movement. Except for units that still can't find the battlefield. Because Russians. Activate this last infantry platoon. He still doesn't know where the battle is. Activate these 2 platoons of BT-7s. One makes it, one doesn't. Oh, Russians. Activate that half company of BT-7s. He succeeds. Problem is now the Germans have closed off this part of the road. Alright, so what am I doing? One. Taking a hell of a risk here. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7. 8. 9. 9. Oh, well, I don't know if you meant to do this, but well done. Exactly 3 hexes between this anti-tank battery and this flak track. They've got that little gap pretty well covered. Which is worse? Definitely don't go right down the middle, because then you're going to catch the worst of both worlds. I'll have to go for this. At least here I only take... Alright, where the hell was I now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to be catching some opportunity fire there. Why am I doing that? I'm like literally wasting my units. I'm doing bad enough as it is. Alright, since I'm being indecisive, I'm just going to leave him here for now. I'll figure out what to do with him later. Alright, that's it for my movement, except for cat attacks. Alright. Are we clear to go to cat attacks?
I think so.
Alright, I have now 10 points. Which still doesn't give me 2 to 1. Or technically still doesn't give me 1 to 1. So I may not do that. Hold on. Let me zoom in because this is going to be complicated. Alright, so this guy cannot participate. So I got 2, 4,
That's
6 against 12. I might as well stop there because that gets me to 1 to 2 odds, and I can't get better than 1 to 2 odds. That lets me save these other guys for another set of cat attacks that goes this way. Alright, so 1 to 2 becomes 1 to 1, subtract 1 from the die roll. Come on, dice, give me a break. 4 becomes a 1 at 1 to 1 odds. They're all pinned down again. Next, 1, 2, 3, 4 rifle platoons. All are cat attacking the armored cars. That's a total of 8 points versus 4 points. 2 to 1. No engineers. Stays at 2 to 1. Subtract 1 from the die roll because of net subtract 1. Subtract 2 from my cat attack, add 1 for your light buildings. So that becomes a total of net subtract 1 on 2 to 1. Damn it! Becomes a 3, they're only dispersed. Oh boy. Well, that was disappointing. I was hoping to actually take out 2 German stacks there. Damn this game. Who designed this stupid scenario? Okay, that will conclude Soviet turn 3. I'll check out Mr. Chat while you look over your direct fire.
Okay.
Take it easy, Walkabout Games. And Piotr, welcome for coming by. Reminds me of the Kursk and Pocket situation when one front went a day later because of some pigeons getting lost. Oh my god. Yeah. Battlefield chaos is a thing. German turn 3. Piotr, my entire army isn't even on the table yet. It's going to be turn 4 halfway through the game before my army even remembers where the battle is. Some of it. Let me know if there is anywhere on the table you want me to zoom in on.
Yeah, I'm just kind of seeing what's around.
Yeah, I always start zoomed out so you can see the whole table. Piotr, my magic tool was crashing the stream today. Jim, you're a good commander with crappy luck. Actually, I've had decent luck this game. The guy who's been rolling pretty badly, at least on some rolls, has been Chip.
Yeah.
I'm just up against some staggering. Again, it's Barbarossa, first week of Barbarossa, June 27th, 1941. I'm up against Russian RKKA rules in 1941. It's not good.
All right, let's. Can the Panzer 4D down in 0511?
Yep.
Can it the 4D? Can it shoot at the mortar, or is that out of line of sight? The woods cut that sight.
I think it's out of line of sight, but let me check. Yeah, it nicks 0613 there. And 0913 has not yet fired.
Yeah, I know.
I have a feeling he's only going to get one shot.
All right, well, let's take the 3D under it.
Okay.
And have him fire at the flamethrower tank up in 0409.
Okay, you've got line of sight. He is worth 8 points. At extreme range, believe it or not, 3 is extreme range for him. He divides to 4, so it's 4 to 4. That gives him 1-to-1 odds, because his 8 reduces to a 4.
What's the 4D give me in it if I combined it? So I forget what it had.
It is 5, and it halves after 2, so you'd still be at 1-to-1. I would not waste the 4D's fire.
Right. Okay.
Because so technically it would be 4 plus 2.5 equals basically 7. And if 7 divided by 4 is still 1-to-1.
Right. Okay. So he'll fire.
Okay. Just a Mark 3.
A 3.
That pins him down.
All right. The 2 3Ds or 3Gs in, 3Gs in, yeah.
All right.
I'll go this way. Can they fire down into 0306?
Yep. Again, that's extreme range for them. So the 2 8s become 1 8. Yeah. And it's however many you want to engage, 1 or 2.
I'll engage both of them, see if I can disperse them.
All right, so that's going to be 1 8 versus 8. Yep, you need a 1, 2, or a 3 to disperse both of them.
1, 2, or 3 on both of them.
Yep.
Nope, 4 and a 6.
Actually, I take that back. A 4 does disperse at 1 to 1. Yeah, we're using the slightly punchier TCME CRT. So cool. You got 1 dispersal.
Okay.
The CRT, everybody in the chat, is this new one for tactical combat Middle East, and a 4 is a dispersal on 1 to 1. So apologies for that.
All right.
Because people watch this later on YouTube and then be like, James just cheated. Everyone saw that. It'll be 2 years from now. Someone will be watching this and they'll be like, actually, sir, time code, 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 16 seconds. And there are many reputations that you can come back from as a wargamer. A cheater is not one of them. Even if you don't mean to do it.
The 50 millimeter gun.
Yep.
He's going to shoot at the one that's still alive in 0306.
Technically, that's not legal.
Okay.
A unit can only get 1 direct fire phase per turn.
Oh, can only receive 1?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Now, you can get a cat attack, you can get overrun, you can get artillery bombardment, you can get airstrike. It just can't, Because what winds up happening is that people will fire, disperse a unit, and then fire at the unit again, and then they'll get a...
Okay.
Yeah, so the rule is a unit can only be direct fired. Now, he can be direct fired by multiple units, obviously.
Right.
But one big attack per turn. Per phase. Ben was here earlier, Piotr. We had some tech issues where we were dropping, where the stream was freezing. So Ben may be here, he may not be here, but he was definitely here earlier. My sacrifice will save the motherland. I doubt that. I was saying I was like apologizing to the Russians in spirit. I was like, I'm going to talk a lot of shit about the Russians today, but your day will come. It's just not today. 1941 Soviets are. Oof.
Now, if they fire, they can't overrun attack, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Can they move through the burning hexes then, things that are around them?
Yes, only 1 unit can ever be in those hexes because each rec counter does count as a stacking point.
Okay.
That's literally the purpose of a rec counter.
All right. And I'm going to hold off shooting them right now.
All right. So the only units that fired were these 2?
Yeah.
Cool. Get these overruns out of here. Just before we get confused. Okay. If we're done shooting on this part of the battlefield, see if we can rally that Mark III.
Okay. 5.
He barely rallies.
Barely make it every time.
So I will slightly set him off because they get full movement. This guy gets half movement.
Okay.
All right. This infantry unit here in the swamp.
To rally. Yeah.
Yep.
A 6, they don't rally.
Yep, they're in the swamp. They don't like the swamp. They're uncomfortable.
They're in DC. Oh, sorry.
Alrighty. Any fire? I don't think this 105 is fired yet.
No, they can fire.
Yep.
Just where do I want to put it? Can I put it on over where your cat attack is in that hex?
Yes. Oh no. Yes, you can.
Right there.
26 points. Because it's an H-class weapon and it doubles. How many do you want to engage? You will have to add 1 because of my woods.
We'll go for the 2 that are alive, so we'll get a 2 to 1.
Okay. 2 to 1, add 1 to the die roll.
I need something low. A 3.
3 becomes a 4. That's 2 of them pinned down. Mortars, try to rally them. I'm just going to kind of work our way from left to right.
Yeah. A 5.
He barely rallies. The anti-tank gun has nothing in range. Mr. Flak
Yeah.
half-track.
Yeah, gun can fire, right?
Yep.
Into that same hex.
As long as he engages somebody besides those two.
He engaged
Yeah.
the one that's still alive, right?
Yep.
Or the one that's just rallied back,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, because that one that's in good order was not attacked by the artillery battery. So he has. Okay, you're within. I think it's normal. Yeah, 4 to 6 is 1 to 2. Add 1 to the die roll.
4. It's gonna be nothing.
5 nothing. All right. These trucks have no guns. He's loaded, so he can't fire. Okay, let's try to rally this rifle platoon.
5.
Barely. The truck.
5.
Yeah, it's like their 4th 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Thank God for morale A. Anti-tank gun.
4.
Okay.
Different.
This armored car.
4.
And the other armored car.
5.
Why did I make German morale A? I couldn't have made it B. We'd be halfway to Berlin by now. All right. And then do these two Mark III platoons want to shoot at anybody? Or do they want to save for movement? Well, you can still get half movement.
Yeah, they haven't
I only
that.
asked because they have A-class weapons.
Yeah, and that's not really good about what they got there. Yeah, they'll hang on for now. There's nothing worth shooting at. And with towns and everything else, they won't do anything.
I overrun some trucks, but yeah, not much. Okay, so we go to the movement phase. Did we ever try to rally that heavy machine gun section?
Yes, they failed. They got a 6.
Cool. All right, in that case, we go to movement phase.
Okay.
Oh, Giuseppe, I had drowned in the swamp. I still think about that. Me and Ben were playing Desert Leader, and there was like a salt marsh on the table, and some of his Italians moved in there, and they just couldn't rally out of there, and they eventually died. Because they hate the swamp.
Let's move the infantry section that's in the swamp that's good.
Yep.
Move them straight south, too.
He abandons his buddies.
Okay.
We're still squeezing the mud out of our boots.
Let's move the Panzer 4D down south.
Yep.
Let's move him into the woods at the corner there. No, down.
Oh, down. Okay.
Yeah. And we still got half. We didn't fire the other one, did we?
Nope.
Okay.
You're talking about this Mark III?
Right.
Actually, yeah, he did fire. He's the one that dispersed the flamethrower. The one that didn't fire was the
Was that one,
the Mark
right?
IV, yeah.
So he only gets half movement, right?
Yep.
So that's 1, 2. He's only got 4 then.
Yeah.
Shoot, excuse me. Let's move him 2 straight up. Let's move the Panzer II up there. Let's move him to 0206 and move the 4D and the 3G down into the same hex.
Okay. Before the overrun hits me, we've got to take some opportunity fire.
Okay.
Double, normal. That is a total of 35 points. I am going to engage the Mark III and the Mark II at 3-to-1 odds.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Oh shit, 3. That is shit. Is that a kill? That is a kill on both of those. Holy crap!
Crud.
All right, I'll take that. Holy crap! There may be hope for us yet. That's like the first meaningful thing I've managed to kill this whole game. That is all that BT-7 opportunity fire. Opportunity fire, opportunity fire, opportunity fire, opportunity fire. Can't hit with eye weapons, too far away.
Yeah. So let's move the 2-3. I think they're Panzer. Yeah, those two. Move them down into 0305.
Okay, no opportunity fire available.
And then those 3 will go into the hex with the dispersed.
All right, cool.
For Overrun.
So we're looking at a total of
17.
Yep, 17 versus 8. That is barely 2-to-1. 17 versus 8, yeah, 2-to-1 becomes 3-to-1. Subtract at least 2 from the die roll. So because one is dispersed and one is not, we're going to have to, it's one die roll, but we'll assess the results separately because the two half companies are in different states.
Okay, so I'm rolling twice?
No, you're rolling once. It's one big overrun.
Oh, we're just going to take
yeah. It's just when we're seeing with if it kills the first platoon, we subtract 2. If we see whether it kills the second platoon, we're going to be subtracting 3.
It's a 2.
That kills everything. 2 becomes a 0. That was a natural 2, right?
Yes, natural.
Yeah, that kills everything. That's okay. We killed some German tanks. At least I don't have to be like embarrassed anymore. Yeah, and if that kill ratio looks a little weird, again, Barbarossa, 1941. The first 6 months of the war. You're looking at it right there. Piotr, take it easy. It's 11 p.m. and you got to get up at 6. All right, man, take it easy. Get a good night's sleep.
I wanted to ask him a question.
Oh, Piotr, if you're still here, what's your question, Chip?
And it looked like on Board Game Geek he downloaded the updated Panzerwaffe rules off there. I just wanted to ask him how they were before I did them.
Cool. So he updated Panzerwaffe rules?
He downloaded, I think.
Oh, okay.
Off Board Game Geek.
I wonder what update they're talking about. That'd be cool.
I think somebody just did it.
It might
just
have been
somebody who wrote up some stuff.
It might have been me. I have PanzerBlitz Liberation rules up on Board Game Geek, along with all. By the way, all of these scenarios are also on Board Game Geek, including this one. This one is technically PanzerBlitz Barbarossa Situation 3, a half-size version of it. I took PanzerBlitz PanzerBlitz Barbarossa number 3 as published on Board Game Geek by myself, and just divided everything in half, roughly.
I was just wondering how they were. Like I said, just before I printed them out.
I'll have to check it out. I don't know.
All right. That's pretty much, I think, it for that, for movement.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna unlimber or unload that the Pack 36 in that hex. Yeah.
Anything going on with those 2 Mark IIs in the pack field there in 2109?
Oh, that's right. They got to move, don't they?
They don't have to, but I assume you want them to.
Can they go down to 2110 and then run straight southwest?
Yes, and I don't think I can do a damn thing about it unless I wanted to use my howitzers on them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because you're moving out of a gully hex.
Go up to the
7,
road.
8, 9, 10. Because they move through 2 gully hexes.
Yeah.
Do they want to go there? Technically. I mean, it's a terribly weak unit. This is an A-class weapon. Those are those 14.5 millimeter anti-tank rifles. What they're going to do against a Mark II at 300 meters is dubious. It's extreme range, so it's literally 1 point.
Yeah, it's 1-5, right?
No, it's 2 points. It's 2 points. It's 2 points versus 5. Yeah, it's 1 to 3 odds. I might disperse one of them.
Oh, so they're not halved?
No, because they don't have a range 3. They only have range 2. So range 1 is double, range 2 is normal, and then they don't have a range 3.
So when they're at max range, they don't.
Only because they don't have a range 3.
Yeah, well, they can go down into 17-12. I didn't realize that.
Your 36s kind of act the same way. They also have a range of 2.
Yeah.
All right, so if that concludes movement, that will conclude the turn. Unless are you still going to do the scat attack here?
Is that 1 to 1? 1 to 2, right?
It's 1 to 3 because it's 3 versus 4. Sorry, 3 versus 8. But you still get to subtract 2 from the die roll.
3 versus 8. Oh, because I got to attack both.
Yeah, you cannot. You can never be selective in a cat attack. If you assault a hex, you assault a hex.
Oh, what the heck? No guts, no glory, right?
Cool. That is 1 to 3. Subtract 2 from the die roll.
So I can only disperse him, right?
You might kill that flamethrower tank because he's already dispersed.
All right. I need a 1. Got a 3.
3 becomes a 1. Yeah, so 3 becomes a 1 because you're always subtracting 2 for a cat attack. That disperses the T-26 platoon that was in good order, and then that kills the flamethrower tank because the flamethrower tank was already dispersed.
Yeah.
So he's dead. He's dispersed. If that hex does not change during my movement phase, the other tank blows up because they abandon. I now have a tank that's not stacked with another tank. I have until the end of my movement phase to redress that. And even if he rallies, he can't move. So if I'm going to save that second tank, I have to send somebody back off of the northern edge of the table. So I probably won't do it. You see how this bullshit activation rule works? Oh, Russians. It makes you role-play the Russians a little bit. Which is why you can build these huge tank fleets, and you just shove them at the Germans, and then you just watch them fall apart. It's actually kind of fun.
I think that's it for everything, right?
All right, awesome. We now go to turn 4. By the way, your air power shows up on your turn 4.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. I've been waiting for that. Trust me, I know. Okay, we go to. I'm just gonna. Yeah, making sure that the stream is still stable. I think Bruce is right. I think it was that stupid drawing tool that was breaking the OBS. So, cool. Word to the wise. I will not use that anymore. You guys don't have to watch me do my John Madden CBS chalkboard. Alright, the one and only shot I'm going to get with this, I'm doing it. It is 26 versus 2, 13 to 1 odds. Yeah, even with the woods, I'm going to go ahead and engage both targets. That is them toast, and that is them spotted, which is almost as bad. Because, I mean, they are in stone buildings, but I'm sure that air power is going to have something to say about that. Alright, what else am I doing for direct fire? Took opportunity fire, opportunity fire, opportunity fire. Okay, so I'm basically doing nothing over here. While I'm on this part of the map, I'm going to try to rally those 2 T-34s. Come on, T-34s, do something. Alright, they both rally. Finally, my two best tanks in the game. We're back, bitches! Alright, I'm gonna try... Oh. He is dead. Because...
Nothing can... Well,
nothing, yeah, they rallied, so they don't get to move. My other tanks all took opportunity fire, which means they can't move. That tank is going to end the movement phase alone, whether he rallies or not. And then the Soviet tank stacking rule comes into effect. And again, the purpose of that rule was Soviets have these huge tank armies at the beginning of 41, and they just evaporate. You don't even really have to get shot at that much. They just literally vanish. And that's kind of what happened. You look at all those Barbarossa photos, it's a bunch of triumphant Germans standing around a T-34 that's just abandoned on the side of the road. Alright, I also have a mortar team here. What can Mr. Mortar Team do before he gets stomped on by the Mark IV here? He hasn't fired yet, so I don't have him spotted. Can't see him. I guess I'm going to try and pin down those mortars. So, again, 2-to-1 odds, add 1 to the die roll. I can do it with a 1. Do it! Hell no, a 6. No effect. That was the opposite of what I needed. And I think that's going to be it. I'm going to try to rally those 2 infantry platoons. Hell yeah, they rallied.
Holy cow.
Now, they don't get to take part in this cat attack. So I'm going to kind of put them in the bottom of the hex to kind of remind me. Alright, now we go to movement phase. These guys all either fired or rallied. Everybody else is burning. These turns are going to start going quicker, folks. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
Hang on.
Oh.
Right there.
Yep. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Oh, no. I was watching this guy and this guy. I was like, I think I can thread that needle. I forgot about this dude. Okay.
So he's got a 1-to-1.
Yeah, because he divides to 4.
Five, crap.
Nice. I needed that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How about the mortar?
The mortar can. It's only worth 2 points. Because it's halved against armor targets.
Okay.
Decisions.
I'll take the shot.
Alright, 1 to 2.
If I can slow one up, I can slow them both up. So.
That's true.
So it's 1 to 2, right?
Yep, 1 to 2. You need a 1, 2, or a 3 to disperse. You cannot kill.
3.
Oh! Alright. Now the other one kind of has to stop. So how we got by that, guys, in case anyone watches later on YouTube, we're just going to assume that the anti-tank gun was attacking one and the mortars were attacking the other. That way we don't break any rolls.
All right.
But yeah, it's fine. Also, the infantry gun could have fired, although that would give away his position.
It's the infantry. Oh, I forgot that's the infantry gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it would only be worth 2 points, but it would have been another 2 points. And technically, this guy, I think this guy has other plans, but he could have taken a shot.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it for that movement. Ugh. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I never even rolled to friggin' activate them anyway.
See if they moved?
Yeah. Oh, well. Well, they got pinned down anyway. Alright, so these two guys do not get to attack. This guy does. Okay, hold on. I'm still in direct fire phase. I'm going to go back because I forgot about this anti-tank gun here. 10 points at point-blank range versus 2. 5-to-1 odds on the fast armored car. 3 becomes a 4 because of your building hexes. He's still destroyed.
Yeah, I would say 5-to-1. There wasn't much chance.
5-to-1 with buildings. I need to roll 1 through a 4. I rolled a 3. So, yeah, there was some chance he would survive. Although he'd definitely be dispersed. I'm just glad I get to put some great rig counters on the table. You don't often see those in 41. Send to back. Okay. Now, doesn't have to activate, doesn't have to activate. Okay. I'm gonna try to activate these engineers. He does. 1, 2. Try to activate these scouts. Yes. 1. Try to activate these PTRDs. Yes. Moves into the farm. These trucks are all fine. This rifle, I mean, I'm not going to try to activate. He's got all these hexes. Well, I'll try to activate him and move him northwest. He also activates. Alright. I think that's it for... Oh, wait, except for my army that still can't find the battlefield. Okay, I have one last PT-7. Although I think I've screwed myself again. Oh my god, I'm totally screwed.
He can't leave.
He can't reach anybody. Alright, well, let me try to activate him. There's one thing I might get away with. Oh... He does activate.
Yeah.
Alright, now let me see what he can do here. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There you go.
Hey! My last stupid infantry platoon.
He found friends.
I have pals, I'm popular. The rest of the tank's like, where the hell have you been? Hey, dude, you said take a left at the McDonald's, okay? I took a... Oh, wait, that was a right. Damn it. I knew I did something wrong. 1. Oh, God, there's German tanks all over the place. See what happens when you show up to the battle late? This is what happens. You'll, Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll unload. Alright, that concludes my movement phase, because everything else sucks and is terrible. Let's go to some CAD attacks. They call me the CAD attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 1 away from 2-to-1. Because this guy can't... Oh, no, wait, I'm counting the wrong one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 points. 8 points versus 12. 1 to 2 becomes 1-to-1. Because of engineers, subtract 1 from the die roll. Except I don't want to do that. 1, 2, 3. This guy's going the other way. So 1, 2, 3. Can't. Becomes 6 versus 12. 1 to 2. Being economical with my force here. 1 to 2 becomes 1-to-1. Subtract net 1 from the die roll. This is my third try with this, man. Come on, give me a break. There it is.
Yeah, there
German
you go.
stack wrecked. R-E-K-K-E-D wrecked. Alright guys, the tables are turning. Except not really. It's ironic, my supporting attack is turning into my real attack. My real attack is now a flaming pile of pain. Okay, 1, 2, 3, no engineers. Becomes a total of 3-1 on cat attack. They go in, and that is 3-1. Subtract 1 from the die roll because of buildings and cat attack. So I need a 1 through a 4.
3, subtract, okay.
Yes,
Gosh.
subtract 2, add 1, so it's a net.
Yeah, subtract 1, yeah. Man.
Because you have wooden buildings. Alright, the German wing has sort of broken open now. And if anyone's wondering later on in the chat why he didn't fire those units, they were pinned down. And then they rallied, and then they got cat-attacked again. I think that concludes my turn. Cool. We go now to your turn 4.
Okay.
Oh god, what did I do? Hold on. Here we go. I doubled the map. So the map became a new layer on top of everything else, so everybody vanished. Who turned out the lights? Oh my god, look what else doubled. The damn line doubled too.
Yeah, that's wild.
Hold on. I got a quick way to fix that. And try not to screw it up this time. German turn. Oh, I can't do that.
What?
It's the beginning of.
Yeah, it was 4.
Oh my god. Alright, hold on.
Oh, that's right, crud. I forgot you already
it was the middle of my turn. It was the middle. I thought it was the beginning of the turn. Alright, hold on. Let me restore this before I make any, like, real big mistakes here. Keep me on. Keep me honest. There were 3 units in here. These guys are rallied. I don't believe I just did that. That happened. That happened. Those engineers moved up here. Good. They're fine. These 2 idiots wound up here.
No, they were up further. They were up in 1005. That's where I hit them.
They got that far? I thought it was 1006.
Okay, 1006. Okay, yeah, maybe it was. And then they got one dispersed.
Yep.
And then the other one joined it.
Totally. Bring to front. And one of them is dispersed.
Yep.
Okay, these 2 guys are good to go, finally.
Yep.
This guy wound up getting destroyed because of many reasons. And I think the pot's right. Oh, PTRD is up in the farm. And, oh, wait, one pretty important difference.
Yeah, that's gone. Unless you want me to keep it.
I try to be nice to my guests and players, but not that nice.
Not that nice.
Not battery of 10.5 centimeters nice. Okay, there's different levels of nice. Empty wagons, nice. 10.5 centimeter battery, not nice. Okay. I'm pretty sure we are good to go. That was his op fire. Just so we don't accidentally shoot him again. The mortar fired. I don't think the flat gun fired at anything yet.
No.
I think we're good. Alright, so over to your direct fire phase. Actually, I take that back. It's turn 4, air phase.
Yes, it is.
What's that noise? Brrr. Oh no! 2 flights of HE-111s. Ah!
Okay. I want them in 1808 and 1908.
But why? These guys haven't done anything to anybody.
They're annoying me.
They're my last hope. I have lost my anti-aircraft batteries because I'm an idiot. Alright, so 30-point bombs. This is your one big swing with those suckers.
So I just roll, right? One on each hex?
It depends on how many guys you want to engage. Because these are technically direct fire attacks.
Okay.
So it's 30 points. They're aircraft, so they don't double. That's actually on the chart. Aircraft, 8 strikes. H are normal, range of 2. Range doesn't really matter because I've already lost my only real anti-aircraft weapons.
Yeah. Let's we'll do
so 30 versus 6. Again, you'll have to add 1. The good news is you can pick what target you attack. You'll have to add 1 to this hex. Anybody in this hex because of woods. I think those guys are in the open. Yeah, there's just train tracks. So that's actually in the open. So it's going to be 5-to-1 attacks, depending on who you want to engage.
5-to-1. They're either 5-to-1 or 2-to-1, right?
Yep.
No, 5. Yeah, 2-to-1. We don't get to a 3. Let's. Let's do the engineers. 5-to-1.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. You need a 5 or less.
2.
No! Engineers just got bombed into oblivion. Cool.
And we'll pick a rifle. Pick one of your rifle platoons.
All right.
Actually, I should go over and attack the other engineers. Is what I should do.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
5 to. Oh, they aren't spotted yet. They haven't been fired. They haven't
right.
fired at anybody.
Okay.
So technically, no.
Okay. It's a 3.
3 becomes a 4 because the wood's still enough to destroy them. Now, that is it for bombs. However, they still have 4 I-class attacks. They can basically strafe with their machine guns.
Oh, really?
They have that for 4 turns per Panzer Leader rules, but there's only 4 turns left in the game. So for the rest of the game, they can have a 4 I-class attack. They got all those machine guns. They're just going to strafe the hell out of people.
Okay.
But the big 30 H's are now expended.
All right.
Send to back. Yes. Sweet. That was nice. Damn Luftwaffe. Alright.
Well,
now we go to direct fire.
The Panzer 4D is going to attack the 122 battery down there.
Oh, but why? That's not a powerful unit at all. Okay, here's the bad news for... It's bad news for me. Here's the good news for me. They are in stone buildings.
Yeah.
So they have like a gray kind of a graphic on them. They're not woods. They're not. Yeah. So they add 5 to the defense. They have a defense of 7 versus your 10 because your 5 doubles. You use 1-to-1. You have to add 1 to the results.
1-to-1 plus 1. A 2 plus
2
1
becomes a 3. They are disordered.
That'll work.
Suppression. Counter battery suppression.
Yep.
Or in the words of Bruce, who sadly is not with us right now, he actually said this during the Gulf game, the Gold Beach game, when him and Damon were getting dispersals on my German artillery, and Damon got a disappointing roll where he only got a dispersal rather than a kill, and just to console him, Bruce just said, "Mate, it stops stuff from coming down." Okay, other direct fire.
Let's see. The Panzer II, the two smaller threes, and the other one will attack Hex 0207.
I see your two Mark IIIs. Where's the Panzer II?
Over here. Whatever. That's not a 2 anymore, is it? I thought there was a 2.
There was. It's now a number 2, as in it's
Yes,
burning.
already killed.
So let me clean up the map just a little. All right. Okay,
well,
so we're talking about these two Mark IIIs.
And the 3G.
And the 3G. All right, so these three guys. Okay, they're engaging who?
0207.
Yeah, I'm the only ones in range. Okay, so so here's another example of how a range 2 works. Your 6s do not divide, even though they're at extreme range, because they don't have a range 3. So it's 6 and 6, and ironically, your 8, which is a 3, does divide. So it's 6 and 6 and 4 equals a total of, because I know math, 16. I want to engage one or both BT7.
Both of them.
All right, so it's 2 to 1. Roll 1 dice, and we'll see what happens.
Come on. A 3.
Both disordered.
Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. The Panzer 3G.
These two here?
No, down below.
Oh, sorry, this guy down here.
Right.
These rec counters seem to be at the back of the screens. Just keep hiding behind rec counters. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
He's going to attack that BA-10.
Oh, but why? He's only an armored car. Normal range, so normal attack value, 4 to 1 odds.
A 1.
Now you get a 1. A 1 would be nice over here. These Russians, they're just pinned out in the open. They're just in this crossfire. The only thing that can save them now is the patron saint of T-34s. Come on, please.
I think that's it for direct fire.
I don't think he's fired at anyone yet. Just to make sure, these two...
They haven't fired at anyone.
Yeah. All right, cool. So while we're on this little wing here, before we forget, try to rally this heavy machine gun section.
A 2.
Got it. And that is his turn. Damn it. Okay, and then this guy in the swamp.
A 2.
He rallied this time.
Finally.
Alright. I put him down near the bottom of the hex just to remind me that his turn is basically over.
Right.
Alright. Okay, for direct fire. He is fired. He was the one who pinned down that BT-7.
Right.
That's a wreck. Yeah, I think turns are going to start going faster now. We're starting to thin down our army. I'm not sure what else is going on over here.
I can fire the AA gun and the 75.
The infantry gun, yeah.
Into the... Can I... Yeah, because I didn't attack everybody in that assault heck. Into that one...
Oh, yeah, also, that was an airstrike, so that was a different phase of the game.
Okay.
So, yeah, that whole stack, what is it, 1807, they are 1808, they're eligible to be clobbered. It's going to be 4 for the flak track, and it's going to be 6 for the infantry gun, because H... direct fire. So 10 points versus 6 is 1 to 1 odds against one of them.
1 to 1?
Yep. 10 divided by 6. Add 1 for woods.
Okay. A 1 plus 1 is a 2.
On 1 to 1 odds, that barely missed him. The woods, the woods saved his life.
Oh, you mean as far as killing him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you roll the natural 1, right? And the 1 becomes
Yep.
a 2 because of woods. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 is a save on, or is a dispersal on 1-to-1. He was 2 points away. If you had 12 points, that would have been killed.
Yeah. That's it for fire, I believe.
All right, let's head over. Nothing else over here is dispersed. Let's
Nope.
head over to movement.
All right. The infantry's that. Those two infantry are going to consolidate in 507, the two that are in the woods. No, the other ones. Leave those two there.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So these two
Oh no,
consolidate.
one just rallied. He can't move, can he?
That's true. I forgot about that.
They consolidate the 3 down lower. That one into there. Yeah.
Cool.
And let's move the 2 tanks out to overrun the 3 that are out in the field.
Okay,
First.
so these guys fired. You talking about these two?
Yeah.
Okay, where are they going?
No, the other way.
Oh, okay. You're not going over on the T-34s, are you? Okay. I was going to say, even this is going to be dicey. 1, 2, yeah, you got the movement rate, but I've still got 2 good order PT-7s in there, and they double at point-blank range, so that's going to be a total of 20 points. I'm going to engage one of them at 3-to-1 odds.
Okay.
Get all the extra dice out of my tray. Turn on Mr. Webcam. 3-to-1 odds. 2, that's a kill.
Ooh, yeah.
Any other armor you're sending over there? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't think I have any.
I don't think else is going to reach.
Nothing else can move, right? Because they fired.
Well, this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He fired.
He fired at this guy. Yeah.
The only other ones are down at the bottom. Let's see. I don't know if they're fast enough.
He fired at them. Oh
These.
God! The 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, they're 1 hex too far away. 1, 2.
Are they?
6, 7, 8. They spend 9 hexes. They spend 9 movement points getting to either 1106 or 1007. They need to get there in 8, so that they have 2 remaining movement points to do the overrun.
So close.
Right now you've got 8 versus 12, which is 1-2, becomes 1-1. Subtract 2 from the die roll.
Subtract 2?
Yep, because there's no terrain bonus. It's literally a cornfield, the classic Ukrainian maize field. Oh.
6.
The 6 becomes a 4. 6 technically becomes a 3. I think you actually killed one of them. It was 8 versus my 12. 1-2 becomes 1-1. You roll a modified 3 against the dispersed guy. Yeah, you killed the dispersed guy. The other 2 are just dispersed.
First.
So 1 kill and 2 dispersals. Just more Soviet wreck counters. That classic Eastern Front. Just nothing but burning Soviet, especially the earlier tanks, BT-7s, T-26s. Belarusia and Western Ukraine were just graveyards of those things. Thousands of them. And I mean that literally, thousands. And the Germans were like, hey look, here come more Soviet tanks. Boom, boom, BT-7s, boom, T-38, boom, T-38s, boom, T-26s, boom, T-34, ping! Holy crap, it's still there, ping, ping! Oh my god, that tank's not dying! it fires back at 76 millimeter. Holy shit, that hurt.
The other two at the bottom.
These two Mark IIs sections.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, what to do with them?
I wouldn't like, yeah, but by no means like, waste them or throw them away, because I don't, all that infantry to the east, I don't get victory points for them until I cross that white line. And
Right.
most of the hexes in the white line are in the open. So potential overruns.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not great at overrunning because they only have two. Defensive, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's something. It's just,
I mean, they're good at overrunning trucks, if you don't.
we just overrun trucks, but the trucks don't count anyway, right?
No. Unless I think I'm going to use them again, which I don't think I will. Hell, I blew up 3 truck platoons just getting there. So I was like, they got close enough, they did their job, push them in the ditch.
Oh, where can I send them? There's no place good to put them.
They can swing back kind of where they came from and block a road. And well, everything there is kind of foot traffic anyway.
Because I think did your anti-tank gun fire in the village there?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. You can.
Oh, yeah, he fired in the village, but that was during my turn. So if he moved into the village, he would get to fire again. Opportunity fire, or during his next turn.
Well, during his next turn, right?
Probably his next turn, because I would probably not see you long enough for opportunity fire, depending on how you approach that road hex.
I mean, I was really trying to get up into going farther around. I don't think I can do it, though. I don't remember. I came from like 2109.
Okay. Another thing is you could probably snake through this way. I mean, the only thing that can attack you is that PTRD. It would be 2 points, and plus you'd have tree cover.
Yeah, move him up through the tree.
Well, I could shoot there too. But anyway, it would be 2 to 5. That technically is a 1 to 3 attack.
Yeah. Yeah, take him up there. I mean, I got to get him around somewhere. They're gonna do anything there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, right there we'll stop, because technically now you've moved 3. In my line of sight, 1 to 3 odds.
Watch you roll a 1.
Yay! Come on, get it in the box. A 5. That's a miss. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then where do you want to spend your last 3 points?
Put him over with the two to the right with the truck.
Cool.
I think that's it.
All right. I don't think this guy ever fired. Also, these guys fired, but they still get to move half if they want.
So move them south 1.
This guy moves south 1. That stack is now max hexed. I did the second time in a row I've done that. That stack is max hexed. That hex is max stacked. Dumbass. That's what happens when I game too long. Alright. And then those Mark IIIs, they want to do anything? They fired, but they still got half their movement.
Yeah, no.
I'd probably not stay exactly there. Right where they are, they're within range of the T-34s and not vice versa.
No, that's true. They only got a range of 2.
They're right now they're in a bad spot.
It's max.
Ben was kidding earlier in the stream, but now you know what he's talking about. The Soviet wreck counters eventually do kind of help out the Russians.
Yeah.
In a bizarre way.
I guess just move him back 1. North 1. And
these Mark IVs.
Move that one north 1 as well. He's still in range though.
Oh yeah, they're still in range, but at least, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're at least at more than half. So they will reduce to 4. And you're out of range of the BT-7s.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
And
go ahead.
Let's move. Yeah, we'll leave it that way.
I don't think there's any cats, so we will go to turn 5. Stream is still running smooth. Yep, I think Bruce was right. I think it was that stupid drawing tool. Okay, turn 5. Fire phase. Okay, let me zoom in and see what I got. No fire phase on this side of the map. I will then try to do my try to rally those 2 platoons of BTs or 2 half companies of BT-7s. They both fail. I will then try to act. Well, let me go through my fire phase. Nothing. Try to rally these 2 half companies of BT-7s. 1 fails, 1 succeeds. Down here. Oh, I have a mortar section I might do something with. Versus 1.5 becomes 2 versus 6 is 1 to 3. That's not really worth it. I don't think I can see anything further to the east. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 out of range. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and be cool. And actually, just for shits and grins, I'm dropping a smoke screen. It's not going to help him against what's probably going to kill him, but it's going to give him 1 less way to die. He's dropping a smoke shell concentration. Poof. That will block anti-tank fire from killing him during your direct fire phase. He's still going to get overrun and probably destroyed, but at least I get opportunity fire against that. That's his direct fire. He has to rally. I'm going to try to rally that artillery battery. Get out of the way. He fails. Oh no, my artillery battery. Okay, I'm going to try to rally this infantry platoon. He fails. Cool. Alright, so that's it for my fire phase. Now the movement. Two T-34s. Activate. One does, one doesn't. BT-7 does. Here's the problem. I can't move. Go Russians.
Go
if I
Russians.
move, it'll blow up. Because they all have to activate. Oh, man. He just rallied, so he doesn't get an attack. They both failed. They're not even on the winning side of the map yet. They're still on the wrong side of the white line. Now, in real Panzer leader, I would just be like, hey, guess what? We're going to overrun. Oh, you like to do opportunity fire? You're out of range. And this guy is deader than fried chicken.
Yeah.
But guess what? The Russians are like, all these knobs and switches on the radio, they make my brain hurt. So, and nothing much is happening there. Alright, never mind. Oh, also, didn't they just rally this turn? Oh, so they couldn't overrun anyway. Never mind. What am I doing? They rallied, so they couldn't,
They had rallied before, I thought.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so So I didn't fire to move them, and then when I went to move them, they didn't activate, so now they can't go back and fire.
Right.
Welcome to 1941. Alright, down here. Activate the PTRD rifles. Do it. He does. 1, 2. Activate rifle squad, followed by scouts, followed by engineers. Rifles, yes.
Scouts.
Scouts, yes. Engineers, no.
No. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Okay, this rifle section. 4. This rifle section. Oh, I'm not showing my dice tray. 2 succeeds. 6 fails. Oh man, enough with the smoke clouds. Rifle. Fail. That's my life. Alright, truck. Even though they don't count. Look at that, 2 failures. Just plug up that hex. Yeah, like I said, turns are going to start going faster now. Anti-tank gun is going to fire. 5 points, normal attack range, soft target, so it reduces to 3. It's 3 to 1 against that truck. Because they don't like German trucks. Boom, that's a kill. That reminds me of the line from The Eagle Has Landed. The guy pulls up a truck with a bazooka. He's like, I got 3 dead, 4 wounded. My squad's all messed up. I took out that truck with the bazooka. And the colonel's like, a truck? What the hell does he want, the Silver Star? You blew up an empty truck. Congratulations. Audie Murphy. I think that's it. I thought that turn was going to be better. Yep, that's my turn. I'm sorry to say. Over to you for your direct fire. Well, technically first air phase. You have 2 HE-111s with lots of machine gun bullets.
They'll machine gun that group in the open that's right in front of them, the one.
Alrighty. So that is a total of 8 points. You can attack, pretty much whoever you attack is going to be a 1-to-1. 5s or 6s. So you want to attack the scout or the, I would say a rifle platoon, really, because they're more dangerous.
Yeah, they got a bigger attack factor. We'll attack them.
Okay, 1-to-1 against a rifle platoon.
Yep. A 6 is not going to do it.
Nope. Okay, now we go to your direct fire.
Okay. Well, while we're up there, we're going to open up with the 75 and the flak on those guys in the open.
All right, that's 10 points. 4 plus 6.
We'll do it against the same ones. I guess it's still 1-to-1, right?
Yeah, now what you can do here is you can put the 6 points you get, because again, that infantry gun doubles. You can put the 6 points and get a 1-to-1, and then put the 4, you get a 1-to-2, but it's like basically a free attack.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're not careful with your addition, or I should say your division, and you just put 10 against, then you get just the 1-to-1 attack.
So let's do the 1-to-1.
All right.
It's a 4.
That is barely a dispersal on the new chart. And then 1-to-2 on the other one.
That's another 6.
Nothing there. Okay. Just asking, are these two Mark IIs going to shoot at anyone, or are they going to do something else?
They probably should shoot someone. I guess they'll shoot the engineer or the scout section.
Scouts. It's 2 to 5 because technically they get cut in half.
Yeah.
So it's only going to be a 1-to-3 attack.
Yeah. They got nothing else to do.
All right.
Another 6.
Jeez. Well, if you're ever going to roll a 6 on a 1-to-3, is not a. What's really frustrating is when you have a 5-to-1 and you roll a 6. All right, this guy's got no range, no targets. He's
the mortar.
The mortar.
Mortar against that your mortar.
Oh, we have range on each other. We're having a mortar duel across the battlefield. Yeah. I am in light buildings, so it's going to be 2-to-1. Add 1 to the die roll.
5.
5 becomes a 6. No effect.
All right. The Panzer IV will fire at the heavy battery again.
Okay. Now the battery is still dispersed, so it's 10 to 7 because of buildings. Add 1 to the result for buildings, subtract 1 from result for dispersed, so it's just a normal roll. 1-to-1, however, a double D will kill him.
Jeez, another 6.
Damn, dude. That is no effect.
Alright. I hate to do this, but can I take a bio break?
Sure, yeah, no problem. Absolutely, no worries. I will catch up on the chat, and absolutely no worries. Alright, so, meanwhile, let's see what's going on. That really disappoints me over here. My T-34s finally get activated. It's now for me it's going to be turn 6, and they haven't yet fired yet. That's just battlefield disorganization, man. That's what the Red Army was suffering from in this part of the war. And I am starting to feel bad for Chip and his dice rolling, man. His dice rolling is not going well. How am I doing so far, by the way? I have to get at least 9 combat units. Let me zoom in here. I have to get at least 9 combat units to score a win. On his side of the table. I have to get at least 9. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I think he might still win this game.
All right, I am back.
Cool.
Okay. The Panzer III and 050, I think it's a 509 or 508 down here.
Okay. Yep, got it. In the woods.
Yeah. He's going to fire at the BT-7.
All right, he is at extreme range, so it's 1-to-1. Unless anyone else is helping him.
I don't think I have anybody else to help him.
You have a Mark III in 0406 that is in range, and you have a Mark IV with howitzers that could potentially help in 0204.
Oh, if you get one. I always get confused about not being adjacent helping out.
Oh yeah, no worries. I've seen systems that do that. They're usually smaller squad-based systems instead of platoon systems, but...
Yeah.
Alright, so if you want to combine these two, that's going to give you a 2-to-1.
Yeah, I think I'll just combine those two.
Alright, so that's going to be a total of 4 plus 4 against 4. Yeah, it becomes 2-to-1.
2-to-1. Comes another 6.
Oh no.
Nope, a 4.
Alright, he's dispersed.
And the Panzer IV up top.
Yep.
He's going to shoot at one of the dispersed. I think it goes. Oh, those BT7s in
Yep.
that.
So he is worth basically 3 points. It's going to be a 1 to 2 odds. However, subtract 1 from the die roll for the enemy being dispersed.
Subtract 1. Okay. A 1.
1 becomes a 0. Double dispersal. He's dead. Which might wind up being 2 kills again, because that now the other BT half company is in there by himself.
Yeah. And the 3G, he's going to shoot at the dispersed BT7 in 1006.
This 3.
No, the one out.
Oh, this one. Gotcha. Okay, cool. He's point blank, so he's going to be a total of 4 to 1. If he shoots at a dispersed one, it's automatic. Because it's going to be 4 to 1.
He's going to shoot the dispersed one.
Yeah, that's automatic. Because it's 4 to 1, subtract 1 from the die roll because he's dispersed, and a double D does it. It's a point blank execution.
Yeah, I rolled a 2, so.
That pretty much sentences the third one to death because of the stacking rule.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I get one shot, he basically gets to fire his guns and then he'll abandon the tank. So maybe I'll get a kill, who knows. But then again, you get to fall back now because of split move and fire, so I doubt it. I mean, there's no reason for that guy to sit there.
That's true. Yep.
That split move and fire is a huge advantage for the Germans. That's how they overcome these huge number advantages for the Soviets. I'm not sure, but I think that might be it for fire.
I don't see anything. I'm looking around. I don't see anything else that can fire. They aren't in range.
All right, let's go to movement. We'll just work our way from left to right. This guy, split move and fire, is he going anywhere?
Nope.
These two Mark IIs. Actually, these guys haven't fired because they were out of range. Do they want to move anywhere?
Let's, crud. 3. They're going to move into 0106 and do a overrun move against that BT that's still alive.
Okay. All right, that will open them up to opportunity fire from those T-34s.
That's right, yep.
And they are within 2 hexes, so that will give them point-blank range. So do you still want to do it?
No.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. The doubling. Yeah, just leave them there. They're fine.
Okay. This guy gets split move and fire if he wants.
He'll... he'll hang there. The infantry will move 1 hex into the swamp. And the other,
technically they're in a gully, which means that they can't see anything and nobody can see them.
okay.
So it works differently in PanzerBlitz versus Panzerleader because the rivers are literally different. In the Eastern Front, these are considered gullies, and they're almost like elevation -1. They're almost like tunnels.
And the other infantry unit will move down towards them in 0507.
Yep.
The Panzer III in 0906. No, 0906.
Yep.
He'll move into the 0706 Wood Hex.
Okay, only because I have no other targets. 1, 2, 3. As you spend your third movement point. Oh God, that's going to be 3 versus 6. 1 to 2, add 1 to the die roll. Never mind. I'm going to try and help knock out those mortars. Because what's going to happen is next turn, this guy starts off with direct fire phase. He's going to get to shoot, and then comes the movement phase. Well, if I activate him, I'm pretty sure he's dead. He has to be with another tank at the end of his movement phase. Okay, so yeah, he definitely won't fire for now.
Okay. I'm going to load the Pack 38 onto the truck. Up in 0504. Or 604, excuse me.
That was 6 movement points for the truck. He can now move half his distance.
Okay. He'll move south 1 into the 1 into the Ford Hex.
He moves into the Ford Hex, so he's going to move 1, 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if he unloads there, the truck is going to blow up because there are 2 Soviet wreck counters in the map, or in the hex.
Oh, okay. Then move him over into 0405. I thought it was only 1. Okay. And then can he unload there?
No, because he loaded this turn.
Because he loaded.
Loading
Okay.
costs half his movement, and then he moves a couple of hexes, and he has naturally less than half of his movement left. So it costs half a movement to load or unload.
And
he can definitely unload next turn.
That's pretty much it for movement.
Okay. Over to me. Because there's no cat attacks.
Nope.
All right.
Going to turn 6.
Come on, machine. I can't even blame the machine. That's just me not paying attention.
That's been long. And you've had technical issues to deal with.
Yeah, it's been an afternoon. Okay, so direct fire phase. I've actually got some. Hey! My T-34s. After 6 turns, they finally get to shoot at somebody. Oh, my lord. My gird. The question is, do I want to? I have to make that decision now. It's pretty much going to sacrifice that BT-7. Oh god, what do I do? What do I do, chat? What do I do? 2 to 1, that gives me a 1 to 3 chance of actually killing one of these fools. Or I could blow up that truck. Easily. That truck would be 8 to 1. Alright. Oh boy, I'm really hoping for a good roll here. Both those T-34 half companies are going to fire on that Mark 3G. That is normal range for them. 8 and 8 is 16. Divided by 6 is a sloppy 2 to 1. I've got nothing else that can help. I'm going to regret this unless I roll a 1 or a 2. Then I'm going to be overjoyed. Come on, lucky dice. I've actually had pretty good dice rolls. I'm actually hoping for one more good roll.
Yep.
5. Nope. He is dispersed. And that just cost me a tank platoon. Or did it? Okay, so blah blah blah, nothing else going on here. I will now try to rally him. Fail. Try to rally the BT-7 that is inside the, whatchamacallit, the T-34 hex. He does rally. And we're now pretty much at the end of his movement phase, so he officially dies. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to get away with this, but it beats just sitting there dying.
Gonna shoot at the mortar.
1 vanishes from sight. He's in the gully. 3, 4, 5. That's 3 movement points in to exit a gully hex.
Is it? You were finished your direct fire phase?
On this part of the map, yes.
Oh, okay.
So 3 is actually less than a quarter of 13. Unfortunately, oh, it's not really going to work. I thought I was going to pull off something cool. Damn it. You have to roll really badly here. But I'm assuming that Mark 3G in 0706 is taking opportunity fire.
Yeah.
Because he's about to overrun the Mark 3G in 0406, and nobody else can really help.
Right.
So, because I'll be in a well, no, technically I'll be in a forward hex, so never mind. Oh, never mind. This whole thing's a wasted cause. All right, so I move into this hex. And now these guys can hit me. Yes, it's a gully hex, but again, remember that's a ford.
Yep.
So this guy is shooting at normal attack factor. That's 8 points. These 2 would be halved if they want to join in and help. Because they would be at extreme range. Oh no, there is no extreme range because they had 2 hexes.
It's 2.
Yeah. Oh god, he's definitely dead now. Well, he was dead anyway. At least now he gets to do something. Use up some opportunity fire. However much opportunity fire you want to throw at him.
What's his defense? He's got 4, right?
He's got a 4, yeah.
I'll just they're not gonna shoot at anybody anyway next turn, so I'll take all of them.
Alright, so that's a total of 12 plus 8 is 20.
20.
5 to 1. Oh no.
I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6, he's dispersed. He's dispersed. It's now the end of his movement phase. He dies anyway. The crew just bails out of that. That's, you literally see, I'm going to find a Google image and just put it in the chat. It's literally BT-7s in a swampy kind of a gully hex. They just bailed out of the tank. They just, so much Soviet equipment was just abandoned. So technically it's not on fire, but it's considered a wreck counter.
Right.
Okay, so that was not terribly unexpected. And then this guy here. Cool. Alright, and that's it for my direct fire phase here. Okay, I'm going to try to... Okay, my mortars are going to... We're just going to continue this mortar duel until someone wins. 2 to 1, add 1 to the die roll. I need a 1, basically. Oh, so close. If it wasn't for the woods. Boom. Alright. I'm going to try to rally my heavy battery here. Come on, you know you want to? Hell no.
No, they don't.
They don't rally for shit. Oh, God. Okay, over here. Try to rally. Try to rally. Fail. Fail. Alright. No worries. That's going to be it for all of my fire. I now go to movement phase. Over here there is nothing. My entire army's down to 3 counters. These guys are moving there. Are you taking opportunity fire?
No.
Okay, so 2 versus 3 is going to be a cat attack. Not a very good one, but what the hell. Round through the desperate. Glorious comrade Stalin is asking for one final effort. He fired, he failed, he's fine. Nothing going on here. Everyone else is burning. Okay, activate, please. 5, he fails. Engineers, this would be nice. I'm not gonna lie. Activate. He does. Activate, activate. 1 succeeds, 1 fails. He's gonna move there, and then this guy who activated 1, 2. Activate. Yes. Activate, activate. Do it! They both succeed. I've got units on the north side of the table. It only took me 3/4 of the game. Activate this truck, I hope. He succeeds. Goes back and loads up that anti-tank gun. Alright, that's going to be it for my movement. I now conduct close assaults. 4 to 1. Subtract 2 from the die roll. Automatic kill. That's all they could cat attack. These guys don't need the cat attack because now they have no targets. Now comes the good one. Unfortunately, I have a weak attack. And it is 4 points versus 11. Oh, man. 4 points versus 11. That is 1 to 3. Becomes 1 to 2 because of engineers. Subtract 2 from the die roll.
Ooh.
Right? Did I do that right? 4 versus 11 is 1 to 3.
Yep.
1 to 4 becomes 1 to 3. Subtract 2 from the die roll. Make sure my camera's turned on for this one. Because if I make this roll, I want it on record. 1 to 2, subtract 2 from the die roll. A 1 or a 2 would be sweet. I'm going to avoid making several anatomically inappropriate references right now, but it would be sweet. Here we go. 5. Damn. 5 becomes a 3. That is no effect on the 1 to 3 table. Damn it. That's okay. We got a much more powerful cat attack coming up. Failed to rally. He's good. I think that wraps up my turn. That wraps up my turn indeed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Don't you have that one down at the bottom?
8. Which guy at the bottom?
The 6 going against my Panzer.
Oh, technically, yeah. Well, it's 2 versus your 6. It's 1 to 3. It stays at 1 to 3. Net, subtract 1. I might pin him down. Yeah, I literally cannot kill him. Even if I roll a 1. But maybe I'll pin him. 3 becomes a 2.
Pin them.
He's pinned. The infantry are dangerous, especially in woods. Cool. Maybe now when my stupid thing finally decides to rally, have some luck. All right, that concludes my turn. Over to you, sir.
Okay.
Air phase.
We're going to go into the group that just where you shoot the engineers again.
Okay, 1-to-1 against the engineers.
4.
That disperses them because they're in the open. They get no bonuses. Yeah, this TCME chart is a lot punchier than the normal Panzer Leader and PanzerBlitz chart.
All right.
I use it because it's simpler to memorize, so I don't have to keep scrolling back and forth, and it makes the stream pop a little bit because stuff gets killed a little bit faster. Okay, that's air phase. We now go to your direct fire phase. I honestly don't know if you have that much.
That Panzer, the Panzer III down in
Yep.
06, 09, shoot at the BT-7 again. The one over with the T-34s.
Okay, gotcha. So this guy fires. It's going to be a 1-to-1 attack.
Yeah.
Unless anyone else wants to help him. I don't think anyone else can reach.
Panzer
except for this, but it wouldn't make a difference.
No.
It would be 4 plus 3 is 7, which is still a sloppy 1-to-1.
Yeah. All right. So he'll take a shot.
All right.
4.
Dispersed. All right, so just to kind of keep this battle in its own little world here, let's go ahead and try to rally him as part of your attack phase.
Okay. 4.
He does rally. Yeah, your rally rolls are nice. Okay, I think that wraps up direct fire phase here. He fired. He fired. Well, I say fired. He had an attack phase.
Yeah.
He can still move, but it will only be half. Cool. This guy took opportunity fire.
Yep.
So he gets half his movement. Opportunity fire gets half his movement. Cool. This guy, see if we can rally that mortar battery.
4.
Sweet, he rallies. Still no targets. And we come down here. Oh no. We got one last decent fire phase down here.
Yeah. Now the infantry gun and the anti-aircraft gun are to fire at the unit that is still unbroken in the hex 1706 or 1707, whichever one it is.
No worries, that's a total of 10 versus 6, that's 1-to-1. If you throw in your 2 Mark IIs, that will barely get you to 12. So it's 4, this doubles to 6, that's a total of 10. These halve to 1. So it becomes 4 plus 6 plus 1 plus 1 equals 12. That barely gets you to 2-to-1 on that last undispersed rifle platoon.
We'll take a shot.
Okay.
See if we can slow them up.
I just want to make sure before I commit fire to your tanks. Go ahead.
Yep.
2-to-1.
A 4.
Dispersed.
Dispersion at least.
Alright. I think that concludes fire phase. There's not much else left. We then go to movement phase. Starting over here to the west.
Okay. Well, the pack gun's going to unlimber.
Oh, yep.
And the 3 infantry units are going to move into the village.
Oh no, I was afraid of this. Okay.
The
This is a terrible thing to do, but I have to. They're gonna these two T-34s have to take opportunity fire when they're in 0308.
Then they fired in their fire phase, right?
Yep. Which means they get to fire. Yeah. So when you take opportunity fire, you're borrowing against your next fire phase. So when they fire their opportunity fire now, they will not get to fire during their turn 7.
Okay. Let's do the next one. Okay.
Yeah. You borrow against your next attack. So the good news is that I get to fire. The bad news, I'd rather fire at something else. And they're only A-class weapons, which means they have, even though they're point blank. It is an 8 versus an HMG. So 8 and 8 becomes 4 and 4. They're going to take a 2-to-1 attack against that the heavy machine gun.
Okay.
And that is a pin. And now what I do is, first of all, I fix this. I put an opportunity fire counter on these guys to remind me not to fire them next turn.
Okay.
Okay, and cool. Any other movement in the western part of the field?
I was contemplating an overrun move.
Well, now you can, because their opportunity fire's done.
Yeah. Can we get all 3 of the ones that did not fire into 0307 and the Panzer IV?
These two guys, certainly. This guy.
No, not that one.
Oh,
The Panzer. I think that one just rallied. The Panzer IV up above him on the road.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yep. Cool.
And then they'll go into the T-34s and the BT.
All right, overruns take place during the movement phase, so it happens
Yep.
right now. In it goes. Oh man, why did I use my opportunity fire? Oh, no worries. 6 and 6 is 12, 17 against 19 and 4. Okay, good. At least that's a 1-to-2. Becomes 1-to-1. Subtract 2 from the die roll.
1-to-1 minus 2.
Yep.
4.
4 becomes a 2. He is killed. Dispersed. Only for people who are watching this later on YouTube, we technically didn't do that right. Technically with a capital T. I don't think it affected the game. Technically, this is a rule we don't usually enforce. So Chip, I'm not talking to you. But just for the purists out there, the movement phase, you're supposed to move vehicles first. So he would have moved his guys down here. I would have taken opportunity fire, but then that just means that the cat attack goes in, and the cat attack wound up cleaning him out. So I think either way, we're going to wind up with roughly the same result. I may have killed one German tank platoon or something, but again, that's a rule that we often kind of go by. But no worries. Okay, speaking of cat attack, just to sort of wrap up this side of the game. I'm assuming there's a cat attack coming here.
Yes.
We have a total of 6. Let's see if it's legal. 6 versus 18. It is legal. Any cat attacks at greater than 1-to-4 odds become illegal. But you've got 6 versus 18, which is 1-to-3 odds. Subtract 3 from the die roll. 2 for the cat attack, 1 for dispersed units.
Okay. It's a 1.
Oh no! You sent in the Grenadiers! 1 minus 3. 1, 2, 3. There go my 2 T-34 platoons. Damn you! Again, 6 dozen in one hand, 6 in the other. The cat attack would have blown them up, but then, well, we just saw the cat attack. So I may have killed one more German tank platoon if we did this exactly right, but that doesn't matter because the game isn't, this scenario isn't going by German kills. It's going by Soviet units on the northern edge of the table. So it's all good, just in case anyone watches this later. It has a question about the. It's a minor rules point, but we just want to make sure I mean, we're here to have fun, but we want to make sure we address it for people who watch this later. Oh my God! Look at this. Just wreck. There's a wall of wreck. That whole column is now on fire. I'm gonna go ahead and reduce. Just get rid of this flag because I don't think I need it anymore. That whole unit's toast. That whole formation.
At the end of this turn, how much more did you want to do? It's because it's 6:30.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much there. We can either call it a draw, if you want, because yeah, we're now at the end of turn 6. We just did a cat attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am 1 point away from a Soviet marginal victory. I need at least 9 units on your side of the table.
Okay.
So yeah, and I'm going to move on this battery here, but you're going to kill at least 1 more unit. I'm going to get this guy on the table eventually, but again, you're going to kill at least 2 more units. So we can either, yeah, we can call it a draw. I mean, yeah, we've been streaming now for like 4.5 hours.
Because next time, I mean, I don't know how many turns I got to get my armor to that side of the table. That's the next move, is just to get them all on the road that side to try and push back the infantry.
The game ends on turn 8, no matter what. Yeah. So yeah, we've been streaming for 4.5 hours. We can go ahead and call it if you want, for sure.
Okay, yeah, I think my son's going to get ready to leave here soon and head back home. So.
Oh well, shit, definitely then. All right, guys. So yeah, that was our small part here of the Battle of Dubno. So no worries at all. Thanks very much, everybody, for coming out. Apologies for the early technical issues, but we seem to overcome them. I'll clean up the recording on YouTube with some very fast editing, get rid of some crappy extra videos that aren't supposed to be on there, and we'll be in pretty good shape by the end of the day. But for now, guys, thanks very much as always, Chip, for anybody who signs up for a Panzer Leader game or any of our games on Sunday. Again, there'll be no game next Sunday. Because of Independence Day, I'll be out of town, but we will have content up, so keep an eye out for that. Actual 20mm miniature content, so keep an eye out for that. But for now, this is Oriskany Jim, thanking everybody, and hoping everyone has a great rest of their weekend and the week going forward. And if I don't talk to you before that, have a great Independence Day weekend. And, yeah. So, thanks very much, everybody, and I'll be in touch with everyone very soon. Take care, everybody.